What's good, guys? This is another manga video, but it's gonna be slightly different than my usual manga videos, which are analyses and stuff. This is me actually showing off my physical collection of manga. Yeah, guys, I want to get right into this. We got quite a few to get through, so yeah, let's talk about it. The first manga in my shelf is, or on my shelf, is The Promised Neverland. I mean, The Promised Neverland, everybody knows it. The premise is just these kids on a human farm, basically, and they escape. And yeah, I've read up to volume 3, pretty much the first season, almost. And I think, yeah, I watched some of season 2, but they definitely butchered the anime. But I think the manga's alright. I haven't read past volume 3, but hopefully I'll get back into it. We have One Piece here. I mean, everybody knows One Piece. Phenomenal series that I mean, anybody can enjoy. But yeah, pretty much, you know, everybody knows the premise of One Piece. I'm not gonna, you know, dive too deep into that. We have Hell's Paradise here, which is a different manga. I think a lot of people know about this now, and it's getting into anime adaptation. But basically, it's about this guy here, Gabimaru, who's sentenced for death, and in order to escape his sentence, he has to find the elixir of life for the shogun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But the story is like really, really good, and yeah, I think it deserves a lot of the credit that it does get. I don't think it's overrated or anything, because I don't really see it being rated much. Downfall is phenomenal, but like I usually say this, I feel like if you relate to the main character, like I feel like you'd like the story more. But like a person like me, I guess I'm not an artist, so I can't really relate to like the deadlines or the stress or losing motivation in your job or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. Still a phenomenal manga though. I can still say that, you know, Inyo Asano, obviously genius. We have The Breaker here, which is a manhwa, actually not a manga. It's a phenomenal manga. It's about this guy getting bullied, and pretty much he meets that guy in the main. He meets this guy, the main like sensei, I guess, of the story, and asks him to train him to be like a strong fighter. You know, basic premise, but it's still a cool plot. We have here Grand Blue Dreaming. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, it's just a comedy series. Nothing much else I can say about it. Just a guy goes to college and yeah, joins a swim club. That's pretty much it. He joins a diving club and he goes to college, but they never dive, and it's just comedy. It's literally just comedy. You have Remina here, phenomenal, scary, I guess, but yeah, it's just Junji Ito. Not much I can say. The Yanin Cat Diary, you know, just Junji Ito stuff. I'm not really gonna get into it, because if you know Junji Ito, you know most of his stories and how they're formulated. You have Dust Spoke Kishibe Rohan here. Now, Dust Spoke Kishibe Rohan I haven't read yet, but I am a huge JoJo's fan, so I had to cop it, I had to pick it up, obviously, for obvious reasons. And then, you know, I have Peak right here, No Longer Human, Peak on my shelf, guys. Literally Peak. There's no novel that I've read that's better than it. The manga I still do enjoy just as much, but for me it's really just a novel that gets me with this story. I mean, it's just phenomenal, the greatest thing I've read, but I still haven't like made a video about it. I'll just put that back later. We got Goodnight Pun Pun right here, guys. Goodnight Pun Pun is my actual greatest manga of all time. While this is my greatest novel of all time, No Longer Human is, Goodnight Pun Pun is actually my greatest manga of all time. Yeah, not much to say about it. Just really just 2 words. If you've read it, you can figure it out and understand the plot pretty well. It's literally just a bird growing up in a depressed environment. I guess that's pretty much it. A little bird and is our main character, and we just kind of see him grow up through the story. Not much I can talk about it, but yeah, just a phenomenal manga. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. It's just phenomenal. Vinland Saga, haven't read it, can't talk about it. Cats of the Louvre, same thing, haven't read it, can't talk about it. But they are manga I picked up, and I will eventually read them one day, hopefully. With manga like Wolf Children, I think they should just stay as movies, and yeah, that's all I have to say. They should just stay as movies. The God's Lie could be a movie. I think it'd be a pretty good movie if they did make a movie about the God's Lie. It's alright, nothing amazing. It's like a movie manga. I don't know how to explain it. You have Dissolving Classroom here, the first Junji Ito manga that I ever read. It's alright. It's not great. It's not bad. But for the first Junji Ito manga, it was alright. Not something that I expected. It was the first time me getting introduced to his works, so I was like, whoa, this shit's kind of crazy. But other than that, it's alright. A Girl on the Shore. I mean, not much I can say about this. If you want to hear me talk about it, watch my 2 YouTube videos on it. I give a really, well, I wouldn't say a deep dive, but a pretty deep dive on the characters, the plot, and the setting, the story, everything pretty much. We have I Hate Fairyland here, which is actually like a comic, not a manga. Phenomenal comic. We have Batman Year One here, fire. I'm just gonna speed through the comic because I'm sure that's not what many people want to see. We have Guardian Devil right here, which is what I think is the greatest, not greatest, but one of the greatest Daredevil stories. And we have Monsters Unleashed, which is shit. Robin, Son of Batman, which is also shit. And then we have Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, which is peak. Yeah, pretty much. That's here we go. With 20th Century Boys. With 20th Century Boys, it's a phenomenal series. Not much I can say about it. Naoki Urasawa. That's pretty much all you need to know about 20th Century Boys is Naoki Urasawa. I mean, I've only read up to volume 6. Same thing, read it a long ass time ago, like sophomore year. And when I went back in the summer, I just never got around to finishing it. Yeah, so I'm technically still on volume 6, guys, but I mean, the premise is pretty simple. Just this guy named Friend runs a crazy cult organization, and you're basically his childhood classmates, or well, not you're not people, but basically the main character is his childhood classmates trying to figure out who he is. And here we have Berserk, which is another phenomenal series. I don't want to say much about it, but yeah, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 9. Just an amazing series. I have read most of it online, but yeah, I mean, not much you need to talk about Berserk. Everybody knows how amazing Berserk is. Rohan Kishibe. Now these manga are a little bit special because they're actually French manga. So yeah, they're actually French manga. Yokohama Kaidashi in French, Blue Lock in French, Tokyo Avengers in French, and Rohan Kishibe in French. All pretty good manga, I guess you could say. Then we have TZ Master Takagi-san here, which is in English, and then we have Totobo, which is in English. I have a couple more comics here: Watchmen, Batman the Killing Joke, and Batman / The Flash the Button, which are all pretty good comics, I guess you could say. I have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas here, which is a pretty good manga. I mean, I think it's a better movie, but I don't know. Anybody anybody that's read the manga probably agrees with me on that. It's not meant to be a manga, but yeah, pretty much. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my whole collection. Stay tuned for more videos on my manga collection or on like hauls and stuff that I do buy. But yeah, just it's a different video than my usual video, but hopefully you guys enjoy.